Frank Martin and Edwin De Los Santos is rumored to be in the works for March 29th for the Spence and Fundora undercard, which I'm gonna reach out to some people before I do that video, see if I know if they know anything. I was the first one to let y'all know that Spence was in Philly. Like last year I told y'all that. This year I told y'all he was in Philly this year with Steven Bredman Edwards. One of my guys in Philly confirmed that. My boy in Texas, I keep him anonymous. He let me know, whatever. Real good dude. Help out a lot of dudes, and dudes don't be reciprocating that shit, you know. Always showing love. You know, the brother set up a lot of interviews for guys, man. And they bite the hand that feed them. But yeah, man, I mean, Edwin De Los Santos been off for 14 months. He ain't been in the ring since fighting Shakur Stevenson, I read. And Frank Martin ain't been in the ring since Tank almost sent that nigga to that upper room, nigga. The upper room, Jesus. So, I mean, they report the fight could be at 35-40, but I remember Frank Martin said on X that he was done fighting at 35. He going up to 40, so I'm guessing it's gonna be at 140 pounds. Frank Martin got knocked out by a puncher, and now he getting back in the ring with a puncher. So, I mean, shit, it is what it is. But this puncher been out the ring for 14 months, so you can call this the Shakur Stevenson cancellation bowl. Yeah, this is Shakur Stevenson cancellation bowl. You know, that's crazy. You know, De Los Santos fought Shakur Stevenson because Frank Martin ducked him. So, what do I honestly think about the fight? I mean, it's interesting. I don't even remember when Tank and Frank Martin fought. When was that? Jesus, I don't know when they fought. I know it was sometime last year. So, hey. You know, I mean, it's a dangerous fight. To let you know, PBC can't afford no tune-ups. And like I said, I reported it being out there. L-Dub said that, you know, possibly Frank is training with somebody else, and now that he got a fight coming up in a couple months, it seemed like that is confirmed. Now, I like the fight. I ain't gonna cap. You know, I like that Frank Martin, you know, from a fan standpoint of view, was getting back in the ring with a dangerous puncher that Shakur Stevenson, you know, got on his bicycle from. You know, so I like the fact that he's going right to the fire. Just let you know, ain't no room for tune-ups in boxing no more. You seeing the corner turn where these guys gotta fight people. You can't get afford the tune-ups when the fight dates are scarce. You can't afford no tune-up. When it ain't a bunch of fight dates going around, they can't afford no tune-ups no more. Can't be no tune-ups. You know, when you have a whole bunch of limited motherfucking, you know, spots, you gotta get it. You gotta do what's best for the company. So, you know, Frank, 40 might help him out. A lot of people say he was looking drained at 135 pounds, so 40 he should be stronger. He just he didn't have the experience to be in there with Tank. And once you see a guy that's used to coming forward and strapping his nuts on and coming forward, and instantly in a fight like that, he started boxing, he pretty much lost the fight. Especially if that ain't what he do best. And when you get in the ring like he did with Tank and do all that movement, and you accustomed to coming forward, that's a different type of energy that you using. It's kind of like, in my opinion, it's kind of like running straight at intervals. You know what I'm saying? And like, okay, you run for 2 minutes, walk for a minute, run for 3, walk for a minute, or you might run for a minute, walk for 2 or 3 minutes, however you choose to do it. That's kind of like running and walking. That's like what he do coming forward. It's a different type of energy that you exerting when you coming forward. You're not exerting energy when you doing something that you ain't used to doing, moving side to side, moving backwards. That's a different type of energy. You know, when he moving forward, it's like he running. I mean, it's like he, like he interval. When he moving backwards, you know what I'm saying? That's like running straight. He ain't used to that. it's totally two different type of fields, two type of conditions. So yeah, he wasn't going to be sustained that. I knew it. You know, and a lot of these guys like Hitchison that like to move a lot, that shit gonna catch up with you. You notice the one thing about Caleb Plant, he was like, you know what? Yeah, I can't move for 12 rounds at the Canelo. Every fucking fight, he was getting tired. He came to the realization that I can't be running. He got with Bredman, and he learned to be a stationary defensive fighter. Mayweather learned that shit. To sit in the pocket and be able to operate and exploit defensive holds. If you gonna move for 12 rounds, you gotta understand, as you get older, that shit ain't gonna work. So you gotta pick and choose when you wanna move. And it was inevitable for Frank Martin. When he got tired, the focus is gone. Now, if you notice some supplements that you take in the gym, notice how some of them say it helps with your focus. That's important because you can focus on it. It gives you the conditioning, the mental conditioning to focus at the task at hand. If you're not focusing at the task at hand, you can hurt yourself or you can get knocked the fuck out in the ring like Frank Martin did. He lost focus. He just was moving too much. There's certain fighters that can move and hurt you, who can move on the move and punt. Mayweather was one of those dudes when he was a mover. Terrence Crawford is one of those guys who can generate power off the movement. Ain't too many guys. Most guys have got to be on a platform. Canelo, Manny Pacquiao. You know, most of these guys got to be on platform. You know, so Frank lost that fight when he started moving. Everybody, Frank won the first few rounds. People that know boxing, they already knew he lost when the bell rung. When he started giving up ground, that let me know he was believing in the power. He respected Gervonta too much. You know, one thing I respect about Andre Ward is when he fought Kovalev, he knew he had to go. He had to get his respect and go into the Lions Den. He took his best shot and got back up and strapped his nuts on. That's something that you can't teach. So a lot, you know, like I said before, you know, Santos can punch. He awkward. 14 months off. You know, I don't know what he been doing in the 14 months off. That'll be intrigue in itself. So I don't know what he's doing with his 14 months off. But if I'm him and I'm in shape and I'm sharp and I've been, you know, pretty much sharp and staying in the gym, I'm taking it to that motherfucker Frank Martin off ring. And if I'm him, and I say this in a lot of my videos, I'm starting in the body just to bring his hands down. I'm going for his chin. He's the guy that don't have a lot of experience in boxing, all right? You know he got PGSG. I know what it is. I'm just talking shit. You know, about what he had. I mean, I'm going right to that motherfucker. I'm going right into his kitchen, bro. About to make me a ham sandwich. I don't eat pork. A grilled cheese sandwich. You know, make me some tomato basil soup. You know what I'm saying? Make me a ginger ale. Yeah. So if I'm Frank Martin, bro, we'll see what he can do with a new trainer and what the defensive methods that he picked up. So, but it's a good fight, man. It's a real good fight. So, I'm pretty much fine with that being the co-feature. But you know, Spence fighting, he gonna make sure his boy on his undercard. You know, but in Martin defense, he fighting a dude that came off a 14-month layoff. So, I mean, it's easy. So I got knocked out. He coming off a 14-month layoff for one of the worst fights niggas been seen. And something in my body about that Shakur and D. Santos, I tried to wait up because I had to go to work in this morning. Someone was like, man, go to sleep, dude. Go to sleep. And I went to sleep, man, and that was the best decision I made. You know, them top ranked Thursday, Friday, that Thursday cards they had was the one with T.O. and Jermaine. Man, I could have missed it. I think it was Friday. I could have missed that shit. Man. You know, I rock with Jermaine Ortiz. Because Jermaine Ortiz be on cold. Man, that was a horrible fight. But yeah, I like that fight. That's a good fight for PBC, man. To be honest, that's a really good fight for them. So, you know, honestly, we'll see. But Hopefully they get it done. They do it for the culture. You know? And these niggas be switching cultures up, like, in my opinion, like, most of the time it's a wrap. Even if they can teach you something else, can you pick it up and apply it? Can you pick it up and apply it in a fight? Yeah, you can fucking apply it for like a round or two. But when them bullets get to flying, you know what I'm saying, in live action, then that really tell you who and what you are. You know? So, live action is definitely different. So, yeah, let me know what y'all girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, it's the bell icon button. Check out the box room playlist. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music. Check out the Patreon. Peace.